Welcome back everyone to my Let's Play of Swordbird Song, the Iron Tower. Last episode, Polly did a lot of exploration, and I learned that Polly and her sister Sasha are actually both boys. Polly's mother was talking to me, so, oops. So, well, now we know that Polly is a he, but we don't know why this magician bird is still, troubling us. But, well, we have to fight him again. So, he's a little bit tougher this time, as you can see. He does the same attack pattern, but the statues that are shooting fireballs around obviously make it a little bit tougher, because there's less safe spots to hang out in. I like to kind of hang out around this area here, try to position myself behind those like little piles of dirt, I guess. They're kind of safe there. And then when he appears there, stab him. If he doesn't appear there, he'll reappear there eventually. So like I said, he teleports around the room. So if you chase him around the room, you're more likely to be hit by either his fire or more likely the fire from the owl statues. So let's let him come to me. And now Polly has the leaf key. And it makes sense that that would be used in Gardenia. So we're going to head over to Gardenia. And there's one more door in here that we could not unlock. We're going to have to find another key for that. I think we'll find it in Gardenia. That's where we're heading right now. And we'll be ready to start doing the freezing of the battery, the repairing of the battery, and then finally the charging of the battery. First I needed to wipe my fingers there. A little bit slippy. Slipped on the controller. That's okay, that's why you save often and heal often. So we've got a lot of backtracking to do here. Basically we're going to the end of all these areas, but the good thing with all the ends of these areas are pretty much a straight shot. There's like this sloth here. And apparently that magician bird passed by here not long ago and went through this green maze. We're supposed to follow the tracks, and if we can't find any tracks, then for all you've got is go north. I don't know. That's a little bit of a clue. Basically, he says if you don't see any tracks, go north. I don't know, so you can tell he's not really sure about that. So don't follow his advice. When you see no tracks, instead of going north, go south. Sometimes when there's no tracks, they'll be hidden under these piles of bushes. And for the most part, every single room will have tracks. Except for this one here. Where do we go? We'll go south. And head straight up where all those flowers are. And we're going to get a new key, the ice key. And we'll put that to use in Icra. Behind this room here. This is where we're going to recharge the battery. So basically in all the areas that we've been in, that final room where there's a key door, go behind that door is where you're going to have to do the 3 different things for the batteries: freeze, repair, and then recharge the battery. So that guy just gives another reminder that we have to freeze the battery, then repair it, and then recharge it. So now that we've got the icy key, we can go to Icra and go to the final room there where we can freeze the battery. We got a steel key earlier that almost got us to the room where we could have repaired the battery, but there was that one room where it was missing a lever. That's why it's important that if you haven't, you've traded that flower to the seal on the beach area and gotten the starfish, because that starfish is what we're going to give to that kangaroo And that kangaroo will end up giving us a lever. So let's head back. Basically where we started. Like, put the ICE key to use here. And now let's freeze our battery. Battery inserted, initiating freezing process. Process completed. The battery is now frozen. Next step is to fix it. Alright. So off to Factoria. Factoria's pretty small. So we just gotta go straight up to get to where we need to go. And the main gimmick in Factoria was moving those pillars around. So much of the area was to the right and the left of the start. So it won't take long to get to that area where we need to fix the battery. Like I said, you won't be able to fix the battery if you don't have that starfish. Because to get to the room where you fix it, like I said, you need the lever, and that kangaroo guy has the lever, and he wants the starfish for it. There he is. What? Where did you find the starfish? It must be worth a fortune. Give it to me. I'll trade it for this lever. And he kind of laughs us. He thinks he ripped us off. But we're not in this for money. We're in this for freedom. And get home for Christmas. So now Polly can put the broken lever in here, flip the switch, get to the back door here, where she can fix the battery. If you've been following along or paying attention to your maps, you should also have the 7 energy cells that we need to fully recharge the battery. They are the secrets that that animal marked off on our map when we brought a map to them. And we've already got all them, so we just have to head right to Gardenia. Thanks for business, my friend. And head to the back of it. That'll require us going through the green maze again, but I just saw that maze ain't too difficult. Got me thinking of a game I'm going to be playing in the future for next year. Next year's going to be a lot of point-and-click adventure type games. And one of them is The Uninvited. You're in like this haunted house, and behind the haunted house there's a maze you got to get through. So, good old point-and-click adventure games. Got quite a few of them that we're going through. So let's head back to the green maze. G for green. G is also for good old games, GOG.com, which is a place where you can get a lot of old video games, including like point-and-click adventure games. Usually they're pretty cheap, because like I said, they're older games. They do have some newer games, but I'm really not into newer games. Just the games that I grew up with in the 80s and 90s. And hacks like this that kind of replicate those old games. So now let's charge the battery. We have the 7 energy cells. And now we have our fully charged battery. And now all we have to do is confront the Owl King by heading up the elevator. That will now functions because we've fixed the battery up. You can now use the elevator. I hope the Owl King doesn't hurt you. Be careful up there, my friend. Don't worry, Polly knows what he's doing. Ah, come on, my plans. Yay, more work. Don't worry, you're not going to be working too much longer. Because Polly is about to free you and everybody else on this island. Let's head on up. Get some last minute encouragement from our big bird friend. Polly should not take falling damage. Polly is a bird and can fly. Now I know the storm is keeping Polly from flying home, but not inside here. Alright, go on, put it back in the elevator and go to the top of the tower now. Battery inserted, elevator is now ready to operate. It is my time, little friend. There's no turning back now. I guess this is a good goodbye. Oh, what's that? Are you unsure what's going to happen with us? Oh, don't. That's not very nice of you, little one. If the Owl King falls, we're all free. You've never been close to this freedom, been this close to freedom before. Our hopes are on you, little one. But if you fail, I will remain here. We will keep surviving. We will keep doing it our way. Don't carry this burden with you in your final battle. Now go, little one. Step on that elevator and rise. So, all the birds are like, even though their freedom is on the line, well, all the animals, they said, don't fret. If you don't win, we'll get by. We'll continue to survive somehow. But Polly is not going to let them down. He's not going to let his mom and brother down either. He is going to get home for Christmas. All that remains now is the top of the tower. Heal ourselves up here. So this is like another little mini dungeon, but it's kind of like the tower in Link's Awakening, and not Link's Awakening, A Link to the Past, where it's a straight shot, not going to get confused or lost, just a bunch of combat that we got to do, taking out the rest of the Owl King's minions. A lot of fighting, but there'll be other save points there'll be another save point right before the Owl King to heal up. And some of the areas will have pots that we can get hearts in. So here we have these owl sentries that are kind of like the traps from earlier. But we can actually just destroy these guys. So just get close to them. Stab them with your feather sword. Clear the path forward. And the path is, like I said, pretty much a straight line. I'm going to take one detour right here in this first door just to get the map of the area. Get everything in the game. There we go, map of this area. And then we need one more key, which is down and to the right. So if you need hearts, there's hearts here. Over. Let's get the key. Final key, that'll open the door to that Owl King's domain. And the hearts just stay here. So you may need to come back and heal up after these guys here. These magician owls. But only took 1 damage, so I don't think I'll need to go back and heal. This room, not too hard. There's only one part at the end. That's a little tricky. As long as you have patience, the 90% of this room is pretty easy. Here comes the little tricky part up here. You kind of gotta go over, up, and then right real quick. You gotta go really fast to avoid that fireball. Once we're through here, more of the owls. I like to just stand still and let them come to me. No more hearts, but that's okay because we got a save point right over here. Save our game, heal up, and then head on in to fight the Owl King. There's the map. There's only, like I said, all we have to do is defeat the Owl King. He has 3 forms, but you only have to hit each form once. Welcome to the King's Room, you foolish creature. I heard a lot about you. The others call you a hero. Did you come to destroy me? He he he. Ha 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 ha. There's nothing for you here, only fear, pain, oblivion. I am a merciful king, you know. I'll give you a fair chance to defeat me. If you survive, you may live, perhaps as my slave. He he he. Now show me what you got, hero. So the first phase here, pretty easy. You just have to avoid these hands. Run up, stab him in the yellow part of his belly. And there's the Owl King. Not so tough looking. How did you do that? I hate you. Do you think you can just come here and destroy everything? This is my kingdom. I will not allow it. Never. Never. So those hands, this time I won't let my guard down. You bird. Those hands that we couldn't destroy, the last phase, we're now forced to destroy them here. You just stab them and then move up and down. Because they're gonna go kind of crazy. And they're gonna shoot a fireball at the last spot where you shot them, so you can't stay in the same place. Hit it, move away. Be aware of the other one to the side so that when you're moving around, its fireballs don't hit you either. Once you take out one, the other one's pretty easy. You don't have to worry about the other one hitting you from the back. So you just stab, move, repeat. And now we're moving on to phase 3. Pretty much if you have a heart, you're good. So we just pushed over a little too far there. Basically he shoots 2 yellow balls and then he shoots 3, a yellow ball and then a fireball out of where his hands used to be. So after he shoots the 2 fireballs out of where his hands used to be, sneak in and poke him once in the belly there. And the Owl King has gone down. And the wind is changing. Oh, what is that? I can see the tower clearly. The storm is gone, that magical storm. I wonder if my little friend is okay. He's better than okay. He is free. Free to finally go home just in time for Christmas to see his mom and brother. Climb the stairs. We get to the top of the Owl Tower. The Owl King is nowhere to be seen, but the storm spell is gone. The island is finally free. And now, Polly can take off and resume his trip to his mom's place. And then all the other animals, they can be free too. You get to see them. The penguin, his friend the monkey, the seal, the bird magician, the bird mentor. The only one who didn't come out was well, we didn't get to see the kangaroo again, the sloth, or the pink-like creature. It's like a dog or a hippo or something. But that concludes Swordbird's song, The Iron Tower. So like I said, just a little fan-made game. You can see a lot of the inspiration taken from Zelda Link's Awakening. So it was a fan-made game made in the Game Boy Studio program. So I guess if you wanted to make a Game Boy game, there you go. It's interesting how all these games that from so long ago can now be made by like one person with just like a program. You got like RPG Maker, Game Boy Studio here. Just really opens up and shows you how far advanced gaming is becoming. So, special thanks to the people in the community who tested it and made it. Like I said, decent little game, fun little time waster. Like I said, if you like Zelda, you'll like this. I hope that y'all liked it as well. Glad I got to re-honor another pet like I normally do with my playthroughs, but recent playthroughs I've been doing, there hasn't been chances to rename characters, so. But I'll get back to that eventually. So take care, everyone. Thanks for following along, and have a good one. Merry Christmas. Bye.